Child, I guess after somebody exposed the tease of you losing your house, you just go ahead on and lose your mind and your check and quit. Is y'all ready to talk about it? I don't think LaQuisha is. But cue the music! Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We here to discuss Basketball Wives Season 10, about episode 17, 16. I don't know. It'll be right down there in the description. Girl, LaQuisha quit. What is y'all gonna do now that LaQuisha quit? Not only did LaQuisha quit, British is over there crying and acting a fool because she violated her probation and she lucky they don't lock her ass up. You better put that ankle bracelet around your ankle and take that. Talking about you working. The people don't care. The government don't care. You're supposed to get permission before you go out of town, but you're going to cry about it and be sour. You could be in jail, you scammer. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So the episode opens up. Jackie got a new puppy. I guess she was driving Doug crazy, and Doug said, you need a friend, bitch, and brought her a dog. Well, the only problem is the dog name is Ghost, and that's not the problem. But the only problem is Ghost don't listen. Shit, sound like my dog. But Ghost don't listen, child. She telling Ghost, come here, stop, don't do this. Ghost opening doors. And Ghost said, to hell with you and Doug for bringing me up in this doggone condo. So now, she's got to get the dog trained. She called Doug and was like, Doug, he getting big and all that. That's cute. But we got to get this little motherfucker to training. Like she said, Doug brought this dog to me like I ain't booked and busy. And she made sure, and I made sure I wore my booked and busy shirt. Because Jackie said she ain't bored. But that's where I was going with it. Jackie said her Ponderosa was a success. I'm sorry. Because all the hoes know, bitch, I could possibly never be bored when I'm booked and busy. How I'ma be bored and I'm booked and busy, bitch? Stop acting crazy. That's what Jackie was saying. Anyway, so she gonna get the dog some training. We move on. British, Duffy, and Brandi go to the sauna. I don't know. I guess that's where they was at. But they go sit down over there at the sauna. They say they needed to get drinks. After all that going on. I call them three the hallway. Because for some odd reason, now y'all just all kudos and cooties and friends and all of that. But she said they need to get a drink after the Ponderosa because Jackie is damn crazy. And we all know that. Doug know that. Jackie know that. You know what I'm saying? But while that's happening, Jackie meets Jen for drinks. And they just, trying to chop it up to see what's going on since the doggone Ponderosa. Jackie, after them girls sitting her down and literally telling her, Jackie, you're doing too much buttoning all our business. Let it fly, let it be. It's still over there buttoning Jen's business. Because she's over there trying to get Jen to come around to the idea of being cool with Malaysia. Listen, after that heifer would have threw a table at me, she wouldn't have never had to worry about me being cool with her. I'd have been spilling her teas after the table. That's just me. But I ain't gonna lie, Jen, you was messy and you was a mean girl when you was over there with Evelyn, so I didn't feel sorry for your ass neither. But at the end of the day, it sounds about right for her to spill your teas that your husband took your other house. I'm confused. Like, why is everybody like, oh my God, this is so horrible? Girl, this has been since reality show history. I'm confused as to why now LaQuisha get a pass. Girl, please. He took the house and ain't like you're homeless, you got another house. Make it make sense. But anyway, she says that, but Jackie's over there buttoning in their business. And she asked Jen if she thought the doggone Ponderosa was successful. Jen was like, I guess. What you think? And she said, I thought it was successful, but I just feel like, as far as when we amongst each other as girlfriends, you got to give somebody the floor to talk. Because if you overtalk them, it causes all this type of BS. But basically, what it all boils down to is Jackie is trying to act like she wasn't the reason why that shit went down the way it went down. Jackie, you pushed, and you pushed. You huffed and you puffed, and you blew Malaysia's house down. No pun intended. But yeah, you is the reason. You is the reason, Jackie. And even Jen had to get in her doggone confessional and say, yeah, Jackie, you the whole reason why this shit happened. Now, I get it. Jen act like she's scared to open her mouth and say a couple things or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, Jackie, you should have left it alone. Tom telling Jen, just say it. And then Jen came out and said, girl, you ain't got no house. The people on the streets of Atlanta then already confirmed your husband evicted you out of your house, bitch. So now LaQuisha, she ain't like that. She ain't like that. She didn't want to dress it. Oh, girl, my hair coming loose. Don't worry about it. charge it to the game, not my heart. But LaQuisha was like, she ain't like that her business was out. LaQuisha likes to be private about her business. But now we know. And listen, like I said on the last video, it makes sense for Gennaro to take the house. I would have took it too. If you want to say I'm a deadbeat, I'm going to show you a deadbeat. But on the flip side, Duffy's over there talking to Brandi and British after they do their sauna thing or whatever. And Duffy was just like, how y'all feeling about the thing with Malaysia? Because I really feel bad for Malaysia getting her business put out there in the streets. That's not cool. Jackie said she was breaking girl code, but I'm like, girl, ain't no girl code when we beefing. Ain't no rules when we beefing. Y'all got to stop and be honest now. But Brandi was just like, listen, I'm uncomfortable with her business getting out and all that, but I was more concerned about her children. What is her children gonna think when they see this? Girl, the children ain't homeless. LaQuisha done threw tables at people. Why wouldn't you be concerned about what the children gonna think when they saw that? I don't want to hear it. They still got a home. They just not living on, as Mia said, bi-coastal on the same coast. It's okay. No, actually that would be bi-coastal. But they not living bi-coastal. And at the end of the day also, their daddy gonna make sure they got a place to lay their head. Quiet as it's kept. And so will Malaysia. Even though she get on my nerves, Malaysia ain't gonna let her children be homeless. So it's not that big of a deal. But Brandi's getting frustrated because she really feels some type of way because her good friend, her good Judy, Duffy is over there befriending Malaysia. She don't like that. She basically tried to posture that shit like as if she told Duffy that was her enemy because she called her enemy. And even Duffy was like, bitch, wait a minute. That's big. Enemy? How was that your enemy when you was just talking to the girl the other day? That's why I'm calling cap on you, Brandi. I'm calling cap. You ain't no enemy of no damn Malaysia because if you an enemy, you don't have no dealings with. You just feel some type of way because your so-called friend is trying to be friends with somebody else. But at the end of the day, girl, it's childish. Just because y'all beefing on me, that girl got to beef with LaQuisha? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You got to stop doing it. But, on the flip side, Jackie and Jen is still talking about it. And Jackie basically asked Jen, do you have any empathy or sympathy for what you said about Malaysia and to Malaysia? And Jen said, fuck that bitch. As she should. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, you done threw a table at me and hung up on me, girl. I don't care. Motherfucker, let your mother love you, girl. What is you saying? This shit is chess, not checkers. I don't understand why everybody's all on the defense of Malaysia or even on Twitter, girl. Fuck LaQuisha. If you threw a table at me and hung up in my face, like Jen said, you can't come back from that. It is what the fuck it is. And I did what I did and I said what I said. Oh, well. But that don't sit right with Jackie. Jackie was just like, that's wrong. I really want the girls to get together and be a cohesive group. Girl, it ain't gonna never happen. On the flip side, Duffy and not British, she's just there in this scene. But on the flip side, Duffy and Brandi end up getting into it because Brandi was just basically feeling like, girl, you basically a badass friend. She didn't say that, but that's how you postured it. But then you tried to gaslight Duffy to make Duffy feel like that ain't what you was mean and telling her she need communication tools and all of that. And it's just like, girl, both of y'all do, if you ask me. Duffy said her and Iman is supposed to be going down there to the therapy. It's communication therapy. And Brandi threw some tea and was like, girl, good, because you need communication therapy. Brandi, so do you. Ain't you trying to get your husband to move down there to California from Texas? You know what I mean? From Texas where it's cheaper and bigger and, nicer. You trying to get your husband and your son to move out there to LA, girl? Is you crazy? You need communication therapy, if you ask me. I'm just saying. But Duffy, that ain't your enemy. You was just all up in the girl face the other day. We don't want to hear it. But they go back and forth, and Brandi feels like Duffy always get defensive, and Duffy was like, girl, Brandi always on 10. Let's move on. Now, Jackie take the dog down there to the trainer and tells the trainer Ghost don't damn listen. Ghost meets the trainer and his pit bull, and Ghost and the new pit bull almost got into it. So after the man put the dog up, he asked Jackie what was the problem, and she said, girl, look, the dog don't listen. I need help ASAP, immediately. So as the man was talking to Jackie and telling him all the things he's going to turn Ghost into, Ghost starts to hump his leg. And I said, God damn it, Ghost, you really need training and a bitch. I'm confused because even Jackie was like, do I get him some puss? Like, what do I do when he started acting crazy like that? And the trainer was just like, it's just a behavioral thing. Leave him here. I'm going to make sure he all right by the time you come back and pick him up. And so Jackie is excited because she need Ghost to mind. Ghost don't mind. go say fuck Jackie and doggone Doug if you ask him. But you know what? The new dude is gonna get Ghost back to where he needs to be. And furthermore, when I seen the doggone results, I'm trying to figure out how to mail my dog up there, because that nigga don't listen either. Let's move on. Brooke, Duffy, Brandi, and British go out to yoga. You know, Brooke says she's doing revenge body. I guess, I don't know why women think getting fined gonna make a nigga really mad. Sometimes you spark a response, but at the end of the day, girl, work out for you. But Brooke says she's going down to yoga and brought the girls with her, and they do yoga or whatever the case may be, and it was trash. I don't get how, maybe it do, do what they say it do, but I just don't get how yoga, really make a bitch body revenge. But I'm not into yoga, so don't ask me. Drop down in the comments and tell me how it works. But anyway, as they go down there to doggone finish their yoga, first of all, before they started with yoga, British asked where Jackie was, and she said Jackie ain't coming in. And maybe because she didn't invite Malaysia. That's probably not why. Jackie don't give a damn about no yoga. Jackie ain't trying to be out there sweating on no rooftop with y'all. Girl, is y'all crazy? But anyway, after they do yoga, like I said earlier, Duffy and Iman, they gonna do the communication thing. And, well, they played the communication game when they went down there to therapy, girl, and it failed. Duffy was still cussing that man out. Now, Duffy, I'm gonna need you to get it together, fat. She said she realized her delivery is wrong and she can be aggressive. But, Brooke was like, girl, what about a prenup? Like, is y'all discussing a prenup? And she was like, we kind of discussed it. And look at Brandi, big stupid ass. I think when you talk about prenups, you just banking on it to fail. I don't think you should talk about prenups. That's why you stuck with your husband. And he get to cheat and do whatever it is he want to do. Because if you leave, you are destitute. You get it? Girl, not British, Duffy. Sign that damn prenup, but make sure it comes out in your favor. You get it? Don't be stupid like Brandi. I know you say you look up to Brandi, but don't look up to that part of Brandi. Brandi is an idiot when it comes to men. Don't look up to that. But after I say she think it's a disaster, but she asked the girls for advice to get her man back down there to LA. Now I saw on the preview of next week's episode, your man said he'll see you on FaceTime, bitch. I ain't moving out there. I don't blame him. Listen. People who live in California and New York, y'all are damn idiots. Ain't no way I live out there. I'm sorry. Y'all got to be the silliest bitches and idiots Martin Luther King died for. Girl, they cost too much money. And y'all all on top of each other in New York. And then in LA, everybody think they're a fitness model. Girl, bye. I'm good. Anyway, we move on to the next scene. Duffy has invited Malaysia for drinks. So now, let me end this call. So now Duffy had done invited Malaysia for drinks, girl, and she wants to see what the fuck going on, how Malaysia doing since she had all this, since her business been put out there in the street. But what happens is she called Malaysia, LaQuisha, and LaQuisha said her son got into an accident or got hurt at practice, so she got to go meet with her son. For some odd reason, I feel like that's cap. But she said she do want to talk to her face to face and have a conversation with her about some other things. Girl, we don't care. Moving on. Jackie and Duffy go to lunch, and Jen arrives, and then when Jackie says, Jackie basically feel like Jen broke the sister code when she spilled Malaysia's tea. Girl, they are not sisters. They are enemies. Make it make sense. But British comes in and she's got news. Girl, not on the bus yet. So British has got news and she needs her food before she sits down to eat. So British lets the girls know that she went out of town and her PO called her and said, bitch, did you go out of town? And she said, I sure did. And she said, good. I'm calling down there to the courthouse and tell them get you a goddamn ankle monitor, you criminal. You can't just be running amok all around the goddamn world. Now, British is all into pieces saying she don't understand the big deal. Girl, you are on probation. Probation. You don't get to run amok and move how you want to move and do what you want to do. Now you're around there sitting up there saying, oh, but what about my child? I'm so scared I'm going to go to jail. Girl, put the ankle monitor on and shut your ass up for these people see you on the show acting a fool and revenge your ass like the Gennaro did LaQuisha. Shut your ass up and put the ankle monitor on and mind your probation officer. That's just what it is. But she says she don't like the fact that they're requesting the ankle monitor. Girl, anyway, but she tells the girls that also she's been getting bad news after bad news. She'd been telling the girl she had a cyst, but the whole time she went down there to the doctor and she was having an ectopic pregnancy. Basically, that's when you're pregnant in your fallopian tubes, not in your uterus. And if the baby grows, it can either bust your fallopian tubes, thus killing you, or it can kill the baby, and typically that's what it does, or either or. So they had to do an abortion, and she said she's happy she's in a state that still practices that. Girl, I didn't think about that till she said it. I was like, so if you in like Texas or somewhere where they cut it off at 6 weeks, would they really let you just die like that? Girl, in this world, probably would. It probably would. I don't trust nothing in this government, child. But she feels like, you know, everything bad's just been happening. It's been one thing after the next. British, I can only feel sorry for you for your loss of the pregnancy, but everything else, you brought it on yourself. I don't want to hear it. Let's move on. Jackie goes back to pick up Ghost, and Ghost is a changed dog. Girl, it was like Malcolm Little coming out to Malcolm X. Girl, Ghost is changed. The man said Jackie call him, beg him, tell him what to do. He was doing it. He told Jackie to go outside, and Ghost stayed put. Shout out to the black trainer. Shout out to the trainer. Come get my dog. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Malaysia gets the kids ready for school, and her oldest son is going to drive them churn down there to the school. But she says she needs a break to the, down there at the group. You only need a break because we know your T's now. Now listen. Real estate is public information. Now, granted, I don't give a damn enough to even research it, but it's on sites. Like, you literally could see who buying and selling houses or losing houses. It's public information. But now she need a break. All of a sudden, you need a break. Girl, LaQuisha, I bet you do. But you really don't need a break. Ain't you trying to sue Gennaro for child support? Didn't you say you was struggling getting a lawyer? You need to come back to work. Quiet as it's kept. Talking about you need a break. Girl, you need to be filming. Moving on. It's Jen's bus ride. All the girls arrive. They give British some flowers and say that they supporting her. I don't know why y'all supporting criminals. I don't do that. She is a scam artist, allegedly. I don't support scammers. Sorry. But she wants all the girls to know that she wants British to know that all the girls are supporting her. Now, she gave her a card and told her to read the card and said it was from all the girls. But the girls looked just as surprised as British was when she gave it to her. So I know that was cap. But they going down there to a wine tasting. They going down there to a wine tasting. British gets a call before they pull off. British gets off the bus, and go take the call. And we done found out the judge has approved. Bitch, come down here and pick up your hardware, your jewelry, your ankle jewelry. Get your ass up down in here and pick up your ankle jewelry. She on there cussing out the PO. Talking about, y'all only doing this because of who I am, girl. British, who are you? Listen, if the allegations are true, and you was down there scamming black women, because that's the only people who was out there buying that weave out the doggone vending machine, right? And you was scamming women who look like me, bitch, I don't have no sympathy for you. Sorry, not sorry. Don't have a lick of sympathy for you. Go get your jewelry, bitch. But she get back on the doggone boat. She crying, and she ain't crying, but she mad. She was like, y'all could just bring me home because I'ma just be mad the whole time. They was like, girl, first of all, fix your energy, bitch. We gonna let you be mad on the bus, but when we get down to where we need to go, you need to calm that shit down. And Brooke said, girl, it ain't that serious. British feels like you only saying that because you the one who only have to wear them ankle monitor. Well, she's not the one who did the scamming. You get it? Girl, I don't give a damn about no Brooke wearing no ankle monitor. Put your jewelry on, bitch. Anyway, they get down there to the doggone place. When they get down there, Jackie, they do the wine tasting. Jackie says she know her. The lady tell Jackie she know her wines. Of course she do. Jackie's an alcoholic like me, low key. But they go sit down and Jackie asks Duffy when she get married. Duffy said, girl, we in counseling right now, actually, as we speak. So as soon as we finish up with counseling, I'm going to be walking down the aisle, meeting my man at the altar in my white dress. That's basically what she's saying. But Brandi was like, well, it's good you gonna get married after communication therapy because you definitely need it. Brandi's still bitter because Duffy is friends with her ex-friend. Just like British said in the other scene, girl, you just mad because that girl friends, but she about to take your ex-friend, girl. But Brandi's standing fast on that's not what it's about. It's not about that. Duffy was like, girl, look, the fact that you called that girl your enemy, I had not heard that until that day. What happened? How did y'all get to being enemies and all of that? Brandi's standing firm that she done already told this girl this, so she don't understand. But at the end of the day, you could be friends with who you want to be with. But I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm calling cat, Brandi, because if it wasn't a big deal, why are you having the conversation? Why are you making faces when they bring the girl up? Why are you over there talking about, we don't want to talk about Malaysia, we don't want to talk about Malaysia? Was y'all kissing cooties? It's a question, not an allegation. Just a question, because y'all act like, you know, back when I was, I dated a girl back, you know, way back in the day. And when me and her was, on the down low, kissing cooties, we used to get into fights that's something similar like that. And people would be wondering, why are they fighting like that? Like, that's crazy. It was only my best friend who was like, bitch, I knew you was fucking her. And she was right. I just didn't want to admit it at the time. But it would cause us to have these harsh beats, like the one, you know, in what do you call it? In like just, you just real extra mad at the bitch. That's what it's giving. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that's what it's giving, Brandi. I'm squinting my eyes at you. But anyway, moving on now that I done told y'all my business. Duffy thinks she's basically trying to make it seem like she a bad friend, and she's not a bad friend. Brandi tell her, girl, what is in your head? Is it air? Duffy, you better than me. I couldn't be friends with a bitch who talked to me like she's my mama and talk down to me. I'm sorry. I know you say you look up to the bitch because you've been on her for 18 years, but the bitch wouldn't be talking to me like that. Brandi. Bitch, no, you would not be talking to me like that. I'm sorry. But, yeah, Duffy don't like that. But, Duffy tells Brandi, girl, you over here talking about how I communicate the way you be belittling Jason. And Brandi was like, bitch, what? I don't never belittle Jason. That's probably, you might do, but from what I seen, it don't look like you do. But Duffy would know better than me because y'all closer. And then she told her, girl, please, the way you talk to your husband, your future husband, you have no leg to stand on. But Duffy is over it. She said, girl, I don't care what y'all do with Malaysia and that bullshit. I'm done. Moving on to the last scene. They go down there to dinner, Jackie and Duffy. And Jackie tells Duffy that she's sad about her and Brandi getting into it, and she wants things to be better. You better than me, bitch. Y'all another one sounding like y'all kissing cooties. Anyway, but she said she think it's BS for Brandi to act like she had bad intentions in trying to be a friend to Malaysia. But Malaysia's on the way. Because Jackie said, speaking of, I hadn't talked to Malaysia. I gave her some time to cool off, but I invited her down here to go talk. So now Malaysia comes up. And Jackie's first thing was like, girl, look, I got to get to the point. Oh, you mad at me? And Malaysia was like, I'm not really mad at you because I know how you is and who you is and you know what your intentions are. But I do feel like you pushed the issue. And had you not pushed the issue, that probably wouldn't have came out. But Malaysia, LaQuisha, you know Atlanta small, right? It's big and small at the same time. You know the girls was going to come out with that. And the producers probably pushed her to say, girl, why you, listen, let me just say this. Malaysia at that time had 2 houses, if the rumors are true. She had 2 homes. Most people don't have 1 home. Why are y'all so fixated on being embarrassed, Malaysia, LaQuisha? You come from the hood of Compton. I'm pretty sure y'all ain't have 2 homes growing up. Why are you so fixated on the fact that she done spilled your teeth that your husband took back one of your homes? You still have a beautiful home right now. You some ungrateful heifers. I'm just saying. But, Jackie said she understands that, you know, you feel like I pushed the issue, but she said y'all got to exist together and be a little bit cohesive. And while that's happening, the producer asked Malaysia in the background if she will respond to the rumors, and Malaysia said she's not giving that shit no time, and she ain't got nothing to say about it. Now, Malaysia tells Jackie and Duffy that she no longer wants to come around that group of friends. They toxic, them hoes is terrible, I don't want nothing to do with them. Jen must have been telling the truth. That's all I could have said. Jen honestly was telling the truth. You really did get kicked out. Gennaro put the paper on the door and said, get your ass up out of here. You got 30 days. Now you don't want to come around the group. You even go on to say that you don't want to film no more. It's been 10 years. It was a long run. But sometimes you got to fight for yourself and stick up for yourself. And your emotional and mental health is worth more than the show. I've been saying that from the beginning. However, now you just getting it because we done found out that man done took one of them houses from you. LaQuisha, so long, farewell, I bid you adieu, Good riddance. Bye, bitch. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode, because I ain't giving that girl too much energy. You and British. British, you need to go home too. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop down in the comments like I said, and I will see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.